Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the week of September 26th. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the Prism Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. And all right, make sure we're all set up and in view here. And we'll get right into it. I have to say your energy is all over the board here, Libra. We'll talk about that more as we go along. 1, 2, 3 of these Oracle cards. All right. And cool. So Libra, taking a look here, you have the two cards that I would closely associate with Libra here right away in the middle. The Justice card is the Libra card, and the King of Swords is a very Libra energy. It could be any air sign, but it's typically associated with Libra. You also have the another Swords Court card, which could be any air sign, so it could be you. You have another Swords card. So you here are front and center. And what I feel like saying is, for some of you, the actions that you take at this time are really very important. Now that is the case all of the time, right? Actions are so important in life. But in this case, you are taking action on something here that seems very important for you, right? Like sometimes we have to, especially if we're in a relationship, sometimes we have to take action for other people, right? Or we have to be in service. And you know, when you take those types of actions, it's not always all about you. In this case, I do feel like some of you, you're putting your best foot forward for your situation personally. And I think that this is the theme of your week. Now we are looking at this first week of Libra season here, and October is right around the corner. And so it is Libra time. It is your energy. I'm a Libra personally. You can feel, right? Us Libras, we can feel the change in the air, right? And I feel like some of you are recognizing that as well at this time, but let's dive in here. So in the overall situation, you do have the aforementioned Justice card. This can be Libra, or it is Libra, it is the Libra card, but it also talks about this idea that at the end of the day, we all get the outcome that we deserve. When you see the Libra card, it's divine law and order. You can see that here with the scales on the card. The scales here are always sort of balancing out based on the actions that you take. And so when you get this, it's a very good sign if you've been taking appropriate action in your life. If you have not, it can be a bit of a warning that there are some things that you need to change so that you can, make sure that the scale balances out in your favor or in your direction. This is also a major card of karma. Of course, karma is just the accumulation of our actions. Karma is neither good nor bad, it just is. And so for you, I would say that there's good karma here. I'll be very interested to see what cards come in to clarify these two here in the future, but I'll talk about that more in a second. But in the past here, you have the Six of Swords as well as the Justice card. The Six of Swords as well as the Wheel of Fortune. Actually, the Justice card is number 11 and the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. They come one after the other, so things are progressing and moving along here for you. Now, the Six of Swords is this feeling of being guided in your life. It is letting go or moving away from the things in your life that were challenging or that were painful, and instead going to calmer waters or embracing calmer waters, embracing calmer timelines. This is the idea of going through a transition in one's life or going through a rite of passage. You have it here paired with the Wheel of Fortune, which is all about good luck and good fortune. There is an element of action, though, associated with the Wheel of Fortune. It's this idea that just because conditions are favorable for you right now does not mean something is going to magically just enter into your life. Okay? In fact, what the Wheel of Fortune says is, meet me halfway. Meet the universe halfway. And look, the clock is ticking. The idea with the Wheel of Fortune is that conditions are favorable now, but it won't be like this forever. And so take advantage of the time that you have now. Take advantage of the opportunity that you have now. I feel like the idea of like the Six of Swords is like maybe something like passing by. I feel like saying don't let something pass you by here. And as you are a Libra, as I know personally very well, don't allow indecision to get the best of you. Don't allow indecision to lead you to let something pass you by. Now, in the future, you have the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. So 2 court cards in the Swords suit. Okay, so your energy here very strongly is showing up on this reading with the Justice card and the King of Swords. King of Swords is all about somebody who is maybe seen as an authority expert, or a subject matter expert. They're seen as an authority on a topic. They are also associated with somebody who's successful in business as well. They could be a lawyer, or they could be somebody who's just very capable of creating success in work or in business. This is somebody who will give you a fair shot, okay? But we're talking about you, I feel like, in this case. And, you know, for you, I feel like the best way to give yourself a fair shot is to make sure that your habits and your routines are solid, right? Like go to the gym, get up early, you know, make a nice breakfast, you know, like eat healthy, you know, do those sorts of, like, give yourself those foundational building blocks to really make yourself get to where you want to go in life. The Page of Swords, you know, this is a card that's associated with like time delays. It can talk about disappointing news, or it can talk about delays in one's life. It can also be thoughtfulness, like taking thoughtful action in this case, or just being mindful or being thoughtful about the words that you're using. Let's go ahead and let's start to clarify this situation even more. So you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Knight of Swords, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the High Priestess. So this is interesting. 3 of the possible court cards in the suit of swords. Okay, so Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Swords. So there's a lot of air energy here. You could be dealing with air signs, you know, but I think that this is about you and your situation. The thing about the Knight of Swords is, you know, this person here is, you guessed it, taking action. And so you can see the main theme of this reading is about springing forward, leaping forward into something, especially with this idea of going through a transition here, going somewhere new. All of these messages here are around striking while the iron is hot and going for something, especially because you have this Wheel of Fortune. Again, there could be an element of luck at play here for you, but luck is just one part of it, right? You can't rely on luck. Luck can give you a boost, just like tarot can give you a boost. Tarot is not the end-all be-all. It's just something that can kind of add an extra layer onto your life. But the best way, you know, if you're in a situation where you're lucky, the best way is to take advantage, right? And to really take action and not wait for luck, right? You have this Seven of Cups here in the past. Indecision. I mean, indecision, I think, is the major theme here, along with action. This person is like really struggling to decide on what cup to choose. And this can create confusion, but I think in this case, it's talking about indecision. And so some of you are maybe concerned about a missed opportunity, or some of you are really needing to take action here if the opportunity is still available. There is an opportunity. You have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a card heavily associated with job offers and job opportunities. And it can also represent good news in your life. Interestingly enough here, the High Priestess is a card of hidden messages or mysteries or hidden meanings. It's also a card of intuition. And it's the biggest card of intuition in the tarot. But there's a hidden situation here or a hidden message going on. It also asks you to not ignore something. That's the thing about, especially with health concerns. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, follow up with your doctor, but do not ignore something in your life here. Especially, I don't think that this is about health. I think it's about just not missing out on something. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is showing up here in the Oracle cards. Okay, so you have love, ghost, and comfort. Obviously, some of you maybe have been ghosted, or maybe you ghosted somebody in love. But my intuition, and I have not read the meaning of this card. I just got this Oracle deck. But if I'm thinking about ghost, this is about mysteries, okay? This is about something that is hidden or something that is unseen in your life, okay? The reason I say that is because you have this High Priestess. It's possible that you have a secret admirer, by the way. This has not been about love. This has more been about action. But I almost am getting something around somebody hidden, right? Like a ghost, right? Something that you maybe can't see with your physical eyes. And it's about this idea of love and comfort. And so I do feel like perhaps for some of you here, there could be somebody that you're not expecting in your love situation, but you need to take action on it, or there's something around action in this area. I also think that some of you really need some self-love here as well. And by moving in the direction of your goals, you can give yourself self-love. It's kind of a double message there, but you can practice self-love in moving in the direction of your goals. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow in a big way. So you have the Four of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Two of Wands showing up here. And sorry if you hear the noise in the background. But okay, so we now have Wands showing up here pretty heavily on this message. So Wands connects to inspiration. Wands connects to creativity, connects to work, career, and enterprise. And I think that these are some areas that are very important for you at this time. The Four of Wands here in the past, this is about marriage potentially, but it's also about your foundations and your achievements in life, going the distance on something, but it's also about building blocks, obviously like foundations. And so I was talking about how for some of you, it's like maybe creating some building blocks for success for you could be very, very helpful, and could really pay dividends for you in the future, especially around this action that you need to take. Whatever you are thinking when I was talking about like strike while the iron is hot, or this whole situation around your actions, whatever is going on for you, like this is very important in this week, okay? This is the most important message for you. You have the Eight of Wands, which is very good energy. The Eight of Wands is something that happens so quickly that it leaves you sort of breathless. Like you don't even have an like it's being this feeling of being swept off your feet. There could be a love situation here developing just based on these Oracle cards that are showing up. And, I definitely feel like this is possible. I almost feel like it would be mysterious or hidden or like a surprise for some of you. The Two of Wands asks you to make a choice or make a decision, but you have this message of indecision. Remember, that was coming in. Some of you are going back and forth. This is a very Libra thing. I can speak to experience. I have 3 Libra placements in my natal chart, so I get it. But it's this idea of going back and forth, pinging back and forth between things in your life. And I think that there's a real need to take swift action here. you have the Hierophant, and you also have the Lovers. So wow, that is a very nice message for love. The Hierophant and the Lovers are 5 and 6. They come one after the other. You have the Four of Wands, which is marriage, and then you have this comfort and love energy. I don't think anybody's getting ghosted here. I don't think that's the case. I think ghost is like showing up as a mystery in your life. I think ghost is showing up as like something that's hidden. And the Hierophant is like a marriage card. It's anything that's traditional in your life. The Lover's card is obviously can talk to a deep love relationship or a deep relationship forming. And so this could just catch you by surprise, the fact that it's here with the Eight of Wands. The other thing is the Lovers can represent an important choice to make in your life. Yeah, and at the top of the pyramid, you have the Six of Wands. You will make the right choice. The Six of Wands is all about victory and success. To see that at the top of the pyramid as the outcome is certainly a nice sign. And, this can say that you are really charging forward in victory in your life. You're really making the right choice in this case. You'll be taking a victory lap, so to speak. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. Time to manifest. It's time to bring something in, okay? It says that you are the master manifester and you have all the tools you need to make this outcome happen for you. So, love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.